like this. Basically, it's it's like so exclusivity is a problem in Fortnite. People are saying, which I think is cool and all. Whatever you're gonna complain about the skins, I want everybody to be like completely honest with themselves for a second. Would you really wear the Renegade Raider skin if it came out tomorrow and it had never been released before? No, you wouldn't. It's just not a cool skin. Like it's clean, but there's a lot of better skins, right? So I think the problem is that I do believe that Fortnite never should have put like pop culture like icons in their battle passes. That's not fair for at all because like then if they try to release it again, people are going to get angry because they bought it. They never should have put it in there in the first place. That's a problem, right? But when it comes to skins from the back, like that are just Fortnite lore, like Peely, Midas, Black Knight, Renegade Raider, Purple Skull Trooper, that type of shit, it's like, why complain? Like it's not fair for people who've played the game for that long to like they played the game way back in the day. They bought some cool skins. Now those cool skins are OG, and that's cool. Me personally, I don't even own, and I'm not even like somebody who's butthurt about it because I'm gonna be honest. I'm in the same boat as a lot of people. I don't have Renegade or like Black Knight or any of that. I have Midas and Peely. Like I have I have all the stuff from like seasons 5 to like chapter 2, season 3. That's it. I don't have like I didn't buy a battle pass until season 5, and I started in season 1 and didn't even pay attention or really try until season like 4. In fact, I didn't even get a win until season 5. I sucked so bad back then. So I think what I'm really trying to say is that, you know, for people to complain about exclusivity when the reality is that, they're not good skins. Like other than like Darth Vader or Spider-Man, like there are other variants of those skins you can wear. If you love the character that much, you should be fine with wearing other variants. But for people to complain just because they didn't get the skin and I want the skin, that's too bad, dog. I don't know what to tell you. Like I had to hop on here and talk about this because it's just making me angry. People are now making videos about it. People have been jealous of people with the Renegade Raiders since like season 5 or 6 is when the whole Renegade Raider hype like really became a thing. Honestly, season 3, all like back then, it was already starting to be like, oh my god, this guy's Renegade Raider, right? But do I believe that skins like Darth Vader and Spider Man should be in there? No, absolutely not. I think that's ridiculous. I think those skins should be allowed to be in the like shop, and I don't think they ever should have. But at the same time, there are other variants. The Iron Spider just released not that long ago. The and he was or not he didn't release, but he was in the shop not that long ago. Or Iron Man, he had an entirely new skin that honestly looks arguably better, depending on if you like nanotech or not, because it's kind of like a nanotech skin. It was his skin. It was his suit from Endgame and Infinity War. So, I mean, depending on what you like of Iron Man, it's arguably a better skin. And like it's I think it's ridiculous that people are complaining about um not have their skins being exclusive when what else was the point of buying the battle pass? You want to have stuff that nobody else did. And Fortnite's already changing the rules. I don't know why people are complaining about this. Like at the start of this season or the end of last season, they basically put it in the shop and they put it under like all the cosmetics and a lot of cosmetics that they will return to the shop. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't even have Renegade Raider. I wish I had bought anything back then. I wasn't even good enough to unlock it in the season shop. But I wouldn't buy it if it came back out again today because the only people that are gonna buy it are the like people that actually think it's cool, which is a really basic skin, and then people who want to fake being OG. That's it. That's literally the whole like group of people that's actually gonna want to buy that shit. That's it. Nobody else is buying it other than the people I just named, and like. And the amount of people who actually want that skin for the sake of it being cool is not as much as the people that just want it because they want to pretend that they were there the first time. And also, you got to remember that like a lot of people quit the game like by this point. I mean, the game's been out for like what 30 seasons or whatever, 32. I don't even know. And I even quit. I wasn't here for chapter 3 or 4. I don't have any of the skins from chapter 3 and 4. And like I wasn't there for any of it at all. I wasn't there for the first 2 seasons of chapter 5. I think that exclusivity in video games when it comes to cosmetics and stuff that grant no like combat, if they granted a combat advantage, sure, but the game wouldn't be what it is today if they did. So, to sit here and complain about skins being exclusive is pointless because at the end of the day, they don't do anything other than look cool, and there are definitely cooler skins that have been released in the Renegade Raider over the years. I mean, the game's been out for 7 years, and it's a cool nod to people who've been playing the game since the start when it was in its prime. It's a cool nod to them to have skins that other people don't because they were around back then. I don't know if it's like new gen or if it's people just getting tired of it or people that are jealous or angry or they just want the skin or whatever the problem is. I don't know. And if someone sees this video, whoever does see this video, if anyone does, and they want to comment why they disagree with this, I am more than okay to hear the other side of this argument. I mean, as long as you don't come at me like full frontal. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just stating my opinion on the internet because that's what you do. That's just how it is, man. It's the internet. So, it's okay to disagree with me on this. But I think my take is that there are other skins. There will be other skins. They will continue to release skins. And Fortnite, like, the Renegade Raiders become, or, like, especially the Renegade Raider, the Black Knight, have become, like, staples of, like, skins that are, like, incredibly iconic. And or yeah, see, like Iconic, Galaxy Scout, those were exclusive not just to people who bought them back then, but they were exclusive even when they came out. Only certain people got to have them that actually went through the trouble of getting them. In season 1, you had to play a pretty good amount to even be able to unlock the option to get the Renegade Raider. And when they've released skins in the past, like the Recon Expert, I remember when that got re-released, nobody was having it because they didn't even release an OG style for it. Do I think that they can release the skins? Yes, I think they could re-release the skins 100%. However, I believe that they should add OG styles for every skin they re-release because it's not fair to people who bought it back then and it's become cool that they have it. It's just something cool. I think people need to get over that, man. Not everyone and everything has to be included in everything. There's no point. Like, why? I don't understand why everyone's trying to get included. You're not a part of the party. You're not a part of the team. You're just like, I don't get why people feels like, I don't know if they feel left out or what the deal is, but it's just the way it is, man. Like, skins are rare in video games. Every video game I've ever played's been like that. There's always something rare and cool to have from a collaboration or a tournament or an event. Like, on my old account, I have Tart Tycoon. It came out one time, and it's cool that I have it. I like to, like, sometimes I'll like play on that account and I'll use that skin because it's cool. It's a cool skin to have, because it means something and only because it means something. If the Tar Tycoon released in the shop, I would not buy it. It's an absolutely butt booty skin, but because it means something is what makes these skins good. It means that you were around back then. And people say, prove that you're OG with your, saw a comment on this one video, and it was like, prove that you're an OG with your skill, not your skin. Some people haven't played the game since season 3. Like, they haven't played the game since season X. Like, they've been gone for so long. I know when I came back to Fortnite last season, I was washed. And I'm still a little washed when it comes to building. I mean, look, man, I can barely do the most basic building mechanics in the game, like editing and like fast edits. I suck at those again, People get washed. I don't, so you can't really say prove it with your skill when in reality, like, some people just haven't played in a while. And it's just cool to have that. Also, sometimes, like me, for example, I'd love to sell my Fortnite account. I would love to get rid of it for cheap. I'm not, like, asking for a lot here. But basically, to put it in perspective, I guess, is like, wow, this guy's cooking me. To put it in perspective, it's like, if you got really nice, it's for people who've gotten like shoes made for them or something, right? Would it be fair to that person if everybody got that shoe made for them? No. It's like the Renegade Raider is for people who played in season 1 enough to be able to even do the season shop, The Black Knight is for people who were even that bought the battle pass, that maxed it out to seat tier 100. Whether they bought it or earned it, it's not the point. The point is that they did it, and that's what matters. So, I think people that are complaining about skins being exclusive, there's not even any good reason that I can think of off the top of my head other than you just complaining that you didn't get to buy a skin. I think they can release Darth Vader just fine, and people can cry about it being re-released. That's fine. That's okay because that skin's not related to Fortnite. It's not a Fortnite original. Fortnite didn't come up with it. It's not exclusive to Fortnite alone. So releasing anything from pop culture or other game series that they've released that have only been in battle passes, I think those can be really re-released to the shop. Maybe add some like stupid style for people who bought it the first time. But for skins from 7 years ago that haven't been out since, haven't been seen in thousands of days, yeah, no, there's no reason that they should have to dig. They're not gonna listen. I think that's the most important part. They don't care. Let me put it that way. They don't. They're not gonna re-release these skins no matter how much you guys like whine about it. They're just not going to, and that's the part that people need to get over. Is Epic's gonna do what Epic wants to do? They only listen to like people like streamers because most games do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just pointing out the obvious here that it's stupid to expect that a bunch of people whining about skins that have been OG for a long time. Like no one's had problems with it until now, which is why I'm making a video. I have never seen back in the day, I never saw anyone complain about it. People would say, "Oh, Renegade Raider, that's cool," or "Oh my God, it's a Renegade Raider, run away," or "Oh my God, it's the Renegade Wader." Like that was a thing. Like they just accepted it was cool and moved on. They bought other skins. They had other skins. Like me, for example, I'd choose, I don't know, I'd choose the Champion Sparkplug skin um, or my like superhero skin. That was really NPC to say, but you know what I mean. Like I'd choose some of the skins in my locker over having the Renegade Raider, even that it's rare, just because it's not that good of a skin, bro. And people are going to say, okay, well, for the option of the people who actually want it, we all want things, man. That's not how the world works. You don't just get what you want because you want it. Too bad. Like, I don't know what to tell people, man. That's just the way it is. So, I mean, a lot of this is just me waffling. It's just me going on about really nothing. But I do believe that there is some point to what I'm saying, that people just have to accept that some things are exclusive, and they'll always be like that. And to sit there and complain because you didn't get it because blah blah blah, like you weren't playing back then, man. So I don't know what to tell you. I mean, some of the people that are complaining weren't even barely born when they weren't even old enough to hold. A lot of them weren't even old enough to actually hold a controller when the skin dropped. Yet they're complaining. No one cares. Like especially, and I feel for those who missed out on it and did play. I do, but to sit here and complain that they're not re-releasing the skins, that decision was made long before a lot of the people who are now complaining about, because I feel like a lot of people who are now complaining about it are people who either quit Fortnite for a long time or are new to Fortnite and figuring out these skins and seeing these skins, wanting these skins and not getting them. You're late to the train. In fact, you're really late because Fortnite's out of its prime. This game is not as good as it was back then, not even by a long shot. And people will say that I'm just blinded by my nostalgia. No, it really was peak video games, and I've played I don't even know how many games, but I will say that when it comes to online games, 2018 and 2019 and 2020 Fortnite was the best online gaming experience I've ever had, and I've played from like Black Ops 3 was an amazing game, and I loved every second I played on it. Apex in its prime, I played that. It was amazing. In fact, it became my life. But, you know, I mean, I've played League. I've played Valorant. I mean, the list goes on and on and on of all the other games I've played that were online specifically. I mean, I've played a lot of story games, but they're irrelevant here. So, you know, I mean, I've played a lot of games, but I will have to say that Fortnite back then was really, truly something special of its time and still is in a way. So for people to have skins now today that shows that they played in that time when Fortnite really was peak, it's just a cool little nod to them. It's out of respect to their fan base, you know, their fan base of people who played the game before there was hype, before there was. Because if you had the Renegade Raider, specifically that skin is what I'm bringing up. That and the Aerial Assault Trooper, I think it was. Like no, maybe not. I can't remember the other one. The black dude with the helmet, that guy, like the pilot helmet. Like if you have those two skins specifically, not even the Black Knight, but those two skins, you played the game before there was hype, before there was like everybody talking about it. You were probably more than likely just found the game, played it, or have been playing Save the World, which is even rarer to have been playing Save the World first before BR, because the game was like nothing back then. It's just a cool nod to their fan base, man, that they get to have those types of things. And why take that away? Because you want the skin? That's too bad. Like, I think I'm gonna end this by saying, just because you want something doesn't mean you should get it. That's not how the world works. You know, I would love $10,000 tomorrow for doing literally nothing, but I'm more than willing to work for the money. I'm not gonna sit here and just expect it to be handed to me because I'm alive. So that's what I think, man. I think, and either way you turn it, it's just a skin. They really are just a skin. That argument can, because I see people using that argument for OGs, like they'll complain, you know? And I don't even have any OG skins that I would care if they came back, because the only skins I have are from Season 5 and up, like I said. I don't care if they bring back Drift. They've had like 20 variants for him. I don't care if they bring back Peely. I don't care. Like, I mean, I could care less. But in defense of the people that do care, the argument of they're just skins can be used either way. Why do you care so goddamn much if it's just a skin? It's a little cringe. Just a little bit that you want it that bad. It's a little desperate, you know? So I think that's my opinion on it, and I know no one asked for my opinion. Shut up. I know I'm going to see those comments, but if anyone does comment. But I'm just a little YouTuber. I know my opinion's not too important, but that's just my opinion on the matter, I guess, to put it one way. You know, and I'll see people say that, oh, my bad, guys. And I'll see people say that, you know, that I hear it all the time. People say that, you know, just because, you know, we didn't play back then, they shouldn't be exclusive. But like I've said before, as one final statement, to have played the game back then was a really cool experience that I don't think any game or even Fortnite itself can really truly replicate again, because it's just what it was. But those skins matter and mean something to the people that have them. So I think, you know, that they're not gonna be cool, and no one's gonna care if you have it. And you're not even gonna care if you have it. It'll just collect dust, all of them, except for the only ones I agree with people on are the like pop culture icons of like generations, like Darth Vader, Spider-Man, things that really cool skins that really mattered to people because they're not just Fortnite related. Sure, I understand why you want those, but to want the Renegade Raider, you have no reason to. Black Knight, you don't need it. Nobody cares. No one's gonna care. If no one's gonna care and you're not gonna care, people are gonna say, "Oh, well, I don't want it for other people. I want it for me." You do understand that as soon as that happens, we're just gonna have a bunch of little kids acting like they've played the game for a lot longer than they have, and it's just gonna be cringy and annoying. Because I don't care how long you've played the game. I don't care. My personal opinion. I think Fortnite is for anyone and everyone to experience, to play. Sure, there are better players and there are worse players, but at the end of the day, it's for everyone to experience and play, and you can experience it and play it without having every skin in the game, I guess is the way I'll put it. You can do that. You can experience the game and have fun in the game without having to have these like skins that I'm just kind of confused as to why this is even an issue. But either way, after seeing the video, I just had to talk about this. And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna even mention the person who made the video just in case this video like gets any attention, because I don't want to start like a problem, and I know they're probably not even the only person to have made a video talking about why skins shouldn't be exclusive. But also someone else has mentioned, and I will mention, that it is in the TOS that, like, you know, when it comes to OG stuff, there is stuff in the TOS about like how you bought it and you only get it and it's exclusive. Exclusive stuff was explained in like the terms of service, so to complain about it now is kind of pointless. And like I said, they're not going to add them back. Complaining about it isn't going to get you anywhere. Complaining about anything all day on the internet has never gotten anyone anywhere. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. Peace out, YouTube.